suppose that is the end of Q.
Picard is back. Season 2 of Star Trek Picard is on air right now, and last week's premiere episode showed us how good the second season looks to be for fans. So of course we're going to be excited and share what we can expect coming up later this week in episode 2 of Season 2. Spoilers ahead, you have been warned. Turn away now if you don't want to be spoiled for Star Trek Picard Season 2. Seriously, turn away. Welcome to Trek Central. I'm your host Captain Jack, and let's get right into it. So far we know that episode 2 is going to be titled Penance, and likely relates to Q's speech to Picard about this new reality Picard finds himself in. More on this in a moment. We know that director Doug Ansky has directed episode 2, as he also directed the first episode as well. Speaking of episode 2, much like episode 1, it's written by both Akiva Goldsman and Terry Matalas, but here they're also joined by Christopher Monfetti. Fun fact, did you know that only 18% of you watching this video are currently subscribed to the channel here on YouTube? We've got a target of 100k subscribers that we want to reach. Can you help us do it? Hit that subscribe button to never miss a video on the Star Trek universe with myself and the team here at Trek Central. As always, please know your thoughts in the comment section below, because if you are talking about Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. Okay, engage. Based on where we left the ending of episode 1, we know we'll be spending time with Q, and I for one can't wait to see John Delancey playing around with Jean-Luc once again. The alternate timeline will also be the focus of this episode, one we've been keen to explore since its teased via the trailers. Darkfleet is the running term right now for Starfleet. The official tagline of the episode reads as follows. Picard finds himself transported to an alternate timeline in the year 2400, where his longtime nemesis, Q, has orchestrated one final trial. Picard searches for his trusted crew as he attempts to find the cause of his dystopian future. Several preview images have been released by Paramount, giving us a good insight into the tone and setting of the alternate timeline. Of course, we know this is only the first time jumps that Star Trek Picard will be making, given we know we're going to the past later along in the timeline. A few of the images have been showing us more of alternate Picard's office, such as the skulls of what we can presume are conquests of his Dark Fleet. One skull might happen to be that of the late Grand Nagus Ferengi, also with the staff. Perhaps this individual was killed in combat. One could presume, given we've seen other skulls that look like Cardassians as well. We'll likely be revisiting the Borg Queen in this episode, at least Annie Wersching's version, as we can match the trailer with some of the preview image stills. Theory-wise, Picard will visit the Borg Queen, as she's the only one besides the last Serena crew that have noticed the timeline change. Much like how Guinan noticed the change in yesterday's Enterprise. That'll become relevant in a second. I'm also theorizing and we'll see Picard venturing around and gathering a crew before finding the Borg Queen. Personally, looking at how episodes are paced, I don't think we'll time jump at the end of episode 2, but rather episode 3 instead. It would be a lot to put in this episode. Then again, episode 1 was jam-packed to kickstart the second season, so I'm really wondering at this point. In this episode, we'll get Picard explaining how they have to heal the future by going back into the past. This has been seen in the official trailer and aligns with preview images for episode 2, Penance. Now, the title Penance being all about punishment inflicted on oneself as an outward expression of repentance for wrongdoing. That's basically what it means. I'm excited to see how Q blends in with this, especially as he says Picard's new future, featuring with Darkfleet, is not a lesson but penance itself, further connecting to the episode title. Now sadly this week there's no episode specific trailer for this week on Star Trek Picard, but we do have a Ready Room clip which is showing us a hint of what we can expect from the second episode. We have attached a link to the Trek Central website where you can watch the trailer worldwide, along with all the preview images on a weekly basis. Link in the video description, go take a look. This week's exclusive clip from the Ready Room after show likely takes place right after the cliffhanger ending of episode 1, The Stargazer. Picard rushes outside to the sound of an apparent air raid siren, with Q quickly following, explaining this is not the world Picard was once in. Q explains this reality is home, as Picard looks up, likely the planetary shield/defense grid that surrounds planet Earth. We've seen this in other trailers as well. Q also makes a funny little reference to yesterday's Enterprise, when responding to Picard's question about the crew of the Stargazer. Of course, yesterday's Enterprise was an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, that explored the idea of an alternate reality when an event in the past was changed. Thanks to Picard's intervention, along with Guinan, history was corrected, and time was set correctly again, and the future was as it was before. This little hint that might mean we're going to see something similar in Season 2 as a whole, and kinda we are. You have to correct the past to heal the future. Very yesterday's Enterprise. John Delancey's portrayal of Q feels like it's just walked straight out of Star Trek The Next Generation right here, which is fantastic. Q delivers the lines this reality is one of Jean-Luc's own making, and it is a centerpiece of which the game is to be played. Basically trying to connect the game to a game of chess. Q is well known for playing games with Picard and many of Starfleet Command. Now, Picard's line of "I'm too old for this bullshit" is one I think many of us can relate to after a few years of a global pandemic. Am I right? That and the comment about so many wrinkles and so many disappointments connected with Picard feeling like he's failed some people in his time. Now, perhaps I'm theorizing here, it does connect with a conversation between Laris in episode 1 about Picard being unable to form long-form attachments with people. Either way, we'll get more of it in episode 2. Do you need to know how to watch Star Trek Picard Season 2? Check out our handy guide in the video description below. And if you're excited for Star Trek Picard Season 2 Episode 2, follow Trek Central on social media and YouTube. Our weekly review for Star Trek Picard drops on Thursdays at 9 PM GMT. We're also sharing social media coverage, so be sure to check out the latest in Star Trek news and more. What do you expect from the upcoming episode of Star Trek Picard Season 2? Let us know in the video comment section below, because if you're talking Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can of course follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. For now, I've been Captain Jack, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.